Yeah, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you our next matchup in the Fighter Pass tournament. So, real quick, if you are new and you stumble across this and you want to participate, more than welcome to. It's just a few things I need you to kind of follow. So, basically, what this is, it's a tournament where we vote for who we'd rather see as a DLC character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the way to vote is simply by down in the comments. Just type the name of one of the two characters that in today's matchup that you'd rather see as DLC character, and the two characters are named in the title of the video at the end in parentheses, or I'll just tell you right now, it's Geralt from the Witcher series taking on Solaire from the Dark Souls series. So what you would do, you would either type Geralt or you would type Solaire, or if you absolutely would love both these characters to be in the game, you could vote for both. So yeah, just type both. So pretty simple there. Again, one vote per person. Type it in the comments. If the voting only stays open for 1 week, so tournament keeps moving. It's a double elimination tournament, meaning the character has to lose twice before they're officially eliminated. And if you lose, well, you drop to the loser bracket. And, well, you lose in the loser bracket, you're done because you're second lost. But if there's ever a tie in the voting, I'll flip a coin on camera, break the tie that way. Hopefully it doesn't happen. So, yeah, those are pretty much the rules. So we got to go over the results from last week, which was Vault Boy taking on Palico from the Monster Hunter series. And, personally, if Monster Hunter got a rep, I'd prefer a Hunter from Monster Hunter, even though I think Palico would actually kind of make a pretty cool, kind of a cute little, addition to the roster. And I kind of I like the idea of, what Vault Boy could bring in terms of potential weapons and the iconic Fallout armor and all that kind of stuff. But the voting definitely went with Palico on this one. So it was pretty close, honestly. 26 votes for Palico and 20 votes for Vault Boy. So Vault Boy is officially eliminated from the tournament because it's second loss. So Palico gets to move on to the next round. At least one more match because it already has one loss. You get one more, you're done. That's what the loser bracket's all for. But so that moves us to the next matchup in the tournament. Like I said, it is Geralt taking on Solaire. And, if you want to vote for one of them, down in the comments, type one of them, or both if you want to. So let's just, let's start with this, right? So, first up, Geralt, Witcher series. Witcher 3 was, such a huge game, this generation for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Was it on PC? I don't know, but it's such a huge game. Tons of people loved it. It was one of the early kind of huge AAA title games that came out, for multi-platform. Everybody loved it. It was the first time I ever played a Witcher game. I knew nothing about the series. Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard about the series at all. But The Witcher was out and everyone's talking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I absolutely had a blast playing it. I never finished the game, but, just kind of roam around doing side missions, leveling up your skills and all that kind of stuff. It was fun. Plus, the characters in there are very interesting as well. But Geralt especially, he's definitely become a big name in gaming. I guess you could say with The Witcher 3, since then. I'm not saying, before then he wasn't. Because I don't know. I'd never paid attention to The Witcher. Didn't know about it, like I said. But Geralt is definitely a big name character. And, putting him in DLC for Smash, I don't think is out of the realm of possibility. Because Geralt has crossed over into other games before, such as Soul Calibur 6. He is a guest fighter in that, so being a guest fighter in a fighting game, it works. It works. He's got stuff he can do. He's got all sorts of weapons. He's got his swords. He's got some magic attacks you can throw in there. He's kind of an iconic character in his own right, and I think he could make a pretty awesome addition to the roster. He's not a character that I'm personally super high on, but if it were to happen, I'd be totally okay with that. It's Geralt, and like I said, my experience with Witcher 3, I had fun with the game. I got to learn about it, and yeah, so Geralt is definitely a name that would probably sell DLC. It's probably it's not a character that is really being talked about, honestly, all that much. And Reggie did say in December or something, think kind of outside the box when they're for for DLC for Smash Bros. So, I mean, I think Geralt kind of fits that to a T. Again, like I just said, it's a character nobody's really talking about. And, I mean, there's quite a few characters that I think, have legit chances that nobody's talking about. But Geralt's definitely one of them, and if it were to happen, not a surprise. Not a surprise at all. But would I be happy with this? I think I'd be okay with this. I'm just going to tell you right now, my vote is definitely going to be for Geralt. I don't know. Okay, so his opponent, obviously, Solaire, from the Dark Souls series. Definitely, he's got the meme, the emote, praise the sun. Of course, that would have to be in the game. He does have his own amiibo. So, I mean, that's pretty cool in itself. There's not a lot of third-party characters out there that have their own amiibo. So he's kind of special in his own right, which is cool to see. But you'd have to make a new amiibo for Solaire if you were to get into Smash Ultimate, wouldn't you? Or would you be able? Because I don't think obviously his first one wasn't really used for Smash Bros. So I think you'd have to make a new one, honestly. But it's not really a big deal. He's a character. He's a name that gets thrown around a bit, and going off or seeing other people's predictions and wish list, and that the name is thrown in there more often, and this is just from what I see, more often it's for well, I'd like to see, this is what I see most often. People want to see him because praise the sun, right? And I get that. You got to have your memes in your games and all that stuff, right? But in terms of a character, I'm not sure if okay, he'd sell. People know who Solaire is. People know the Dark Souls series, and it's a very intense sort of game. Very you could say it's a pretty difficult game to kind of play and just get through. A lot of rage compilations online of people just failing in Dark Souls, and they're fun to watch. I've never played a Dark Souls game. I kind of want to, just to get that experience to see how actually difficult the games are. But in terms of selling for DLC, I'm not sure if personally, I don't think Solaire would be one that would be extremely hype, and not a character a lot of people would really I guess enjoy. I don't know how to want to put that. Again, nothing against the character. It's just I think there's way far better likely characters, and especially if it's coming from Bethesda. Bethesda? What? No. Why did I say Bethesda from Solaire? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm off on that one. But I don't think that. I don't know. Solaire, something just kind of doesn't seem right to me. Not again. I just don't see him fitting in Smash Bros. And when I want to envision a character, especially if he's going to be a DLC character, I want him to feel like they would fit into the game. And for me, like I already said, I told you I'm going to vote for Geralt. I think Geralt would fit better into the game than Solaire, but I still think he kind of might stand out a bit. It doesn't quite. I don't know. It just doesn't quite fit in. But anyway, my vote is definitely going to be for Geralt in this one. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Yeah, I guess this matchup is pretty much coming to an end. So the only thing left to do is, well, to vote. And so who you got? Are you going to vote for Geralt? Or are you going to... Oh, excuse me. Or are you going to vote for Solaire? One or the other, or both. It's always an option. But I guess that is pretty much going to be it. So... today's Saturday, so no matchup tomorrow because we don't do matchups on Sunday. We got Spirit Board Sundays, and I'm hoping to have another double upload for Spirit Board Sunday tomorrow. That'll be fun. But because there's always another event going on. I haven't. Have I checked it? It's like a group. Oh no, it's like a group of spirits. I don't remember. I'll get to that later. But so Monday, let's see. We will have results on Monday for Geolite taking on Fortnite Default Jonesy. Will Fortnite be officially eliminated from the tournament? Maybe. We'll end up seeing. But then we get matchups back in the winner bracket. Looks like it will be Agumon taking on Master Chief. And that should be an interesting one to see what people think. Because I think recently Master Chief was kind of deconfirmed in a way. So, again, they're not going to come out and spoil it. I'll get to that when his matchup pops up. But anyway, who are you going to vote for? Solaire or Geralt? One vote down in the comments. Pretty simple. Here's your sneak peek. Again, matchup for Monday is going to be Agumon and Master Chief. Results for Fortnite and Geolite. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. Hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.